Hello and welcome back to Tresco Abbey Gardens. Thank you for joining me once again. Well, summer is well and truly underway with the longest day just having come to pass. And whilst we've been enjoying many glorious hours of sunshine, the mild climate of Tresco has meant that temperatures haven't risen above the mid-20s, making for perfect gardening weather. So let's have a wander around and see what curiosities have emerged in the past month. Let's go. Here beside me is Digitalis septrum, or the scepter foxglove. It's native to Madeira and creates these handsome dome-shaped shrubs to 3 meters or so. It has these extremely ornamental, tightly packed, rust-coloured flower spikes, which are accentuated with the addition of these apple-green, pineapple-like bracts. Now, if you peer closely inside these tubular flowers, you'll notice a pair of fat nectar globs, which seem particularly irresistible to wasps. These trumpet-shaped blooms belong to the Bugle-Lily. It's often referred to as the Watsonia Tresco hybrid here, but it's probably a subspecies of Watsonia borbonica. Now, it's a half-hardy plant to around about a metre, creating these sword-shaped leaves which arise from underground corms. It was native to South Africa and thrives in well-drained soil in areas prone to wildfires. The stars of the garden at the moment are the Bottlebrush shrubs, or Callistemon citrinus. Now, it's a mass of these stunning scarlet blooms made primarily of stamens, which are loved by bees and butterflies alike. We have a variety of very attractive cultivars in flower at the moment, most of which have this lovely, fresh, aromatic fragrance to the leaves when crushed, which I suppose would be no surprise as they are related to the eucalyptus. Behind me is Dietes robinsoniana, or the Lord Howe wedding lily. It's native to the Lord Howe Island, a little archipelago some 420 nautical miles northeast of Sydney. This is the largest of the Dietes, with these impressive glossy green sword-shaped leaves 2 meters and these sizable white, lightly scented iris-like flowers which are open just for a single day. This is Arthropodium serratum, or renga renga, and it's a plant I've been eagerly waiting to see in flower. It's endemic to New Zealand and culturally important to the Maori people for its edible and medicinal purposes. It has these lush, mid-green, matte, strappy leaves to 60 centimetres and looks great planted en masse with the abundance of drooping white flowers. It does particularly well in shade on poor soil in coastal environments. This is Aristia capitata, or the blue scepter. It's a delightful addition to the garden from the iris family, native to the southwest Cape area. It's an elegant evergreen geophyte with strappy leaves to 1.5 meters and produces these tall inflorescence spikes which bear half a dozen or so bright blue flowers which are typically open for just a day. Behind me is Leptospermum scoparium, or the Manuka tree. It's native to New Zealand and southeast Australia, and the nectar of this tree is indeed responsible for going on to give us Manuka honey. Now this is a cultivar known as red damask and has these lovely ruffled pink flowers which are particularly attractive to bees. This is Lampranthus falciformis, commonly called the trailing ice plant. It's a low-growing, cascading succulent in the fig marigold family native to South Africa. At this time of year, it's one of the jewels of the garden, lighting up the dry beds and walls with its blazing hues. Tresco is famed for a series of cultivars of Lampranthus, including Tresco Brilliant and Tresco Fire, to name just two. Here we have the iconic bird of paradise, or Strelitzia reginae. It's an evergreen perennial native to South Africa and reaches 1.5 meters with these long, stiff, spoon-shaped leaves and these intriguing bright orange and blue inflorescence. Whilst it can tolerate a very light frost, it is rarely seen outside in cultivation in the UK because it only really thrives in temperatures above 10 degrees, but it's perfect for growing in a pot which can be brought inside over winter. This is Aloeamplos striatula, or the hardy aloe, and as the name suggests, it's about as tough and robust as any of the aloe relatives. It's native to mountainous habitat in South Africa, and unlike many of the aloes in the garden, it's putting on its floral display in summer. Now it's more or less rambling in habit, but can happily reach 2 meters or so if given a free draining soil in full sun. Well, that is it for this month's recap. I hope you're enjoying a spot of gardening wherever you are, and I look forward to showing you what July has to offer. But until then, goodbye.